What if I told you that the world is about to experience one of the most transformative moments in spiritual history? The date 2112 is not just a point in time, it marks the beginning of a new cycle, a cycle that will separate those who are prepared from those who remain trapped in old patterns. You are about to discover what this spiritual portal truly means, why it is so significant, and what you need to do right now to cross it. But pay attention, time is running out. And those who miss this opportunity may not get another chance. Are you ready to take the next step? We are living in a time of transition, and few truly understand the magnitude of the moment we are experiencing. The date 2112 marks the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new spiritual era. It is like an invisible door opening before us, a unique opportunity for transformation. But here's the key, not everyone will be ready to cross this portal. Maybe you've already felt this in your own life. That sense that something feels different, an unshakable restlessness. Problems that seem to repeat, an ongoing emptiness, a feeling deep down that something has to change. This is the call. It's the universe, God, or your very soul whispering, wake up. The time is now. But here's the truth. Spiritual awakening requires action and preparation. It's not for everyone. Those who ignore the divine signs and choose to remain trapped in the same old patterns of thought, behavior, and belief will miss this chance. They will remain stuck in a cycle of stagnation, watching life pass by without purpose, while those who prepare will be chosen to enter a new reality, one filled with peace, purpose, and abundance. In this video, I will guide you step by step through the deep meaning of 2112 and show you how to prepare for this spiritual transformation. You will understand what is at stake, how to identify the signs, and what you need to do to seize this unique opportunity. By the end, you will have clarity about the most important decision of your life. Will you cross the portal or will you ignore the call? The choice is yours. Stay with me until the end because this knowledge could be the key to transforming your life once and for all. The date 2112 is not just a point on the calendar. It represents the end of a cycle that no longer serves us and the opening of a portal to profound spiritual transformation. Imagine a river that finally discovers a new course, carving its way toward clearer, calmer waters. Those who are attentive, the chosen ones, will feel this shift as an opportunity to rebuild their lives with purpose and a stronger divine connection than ever before. But for this transformation to occur, you must look within. Have you ever stopped to think about all the things you're carrying that hold you back? Old habits, fears, limiting beliefs. They are like stones tied to your feet. How many times have you told yourself, I can't change, or life has always been this way? These words, when repeated, become invisible prisons. The end of the cycle at 2112 is an invitation to release these chains. Think of an old house. For it to transform into something new, you must first clean out the rooms, tear down weakened walls, and rebuild the foundations. The same applies to your soul. Clear out what no longer serves you. Start by forgiving those who have hurt you, letting go of scarcity mindsets, and replacing procrastination with small, daily actions of change. Simple practices, like meditating when you wake up, reading inspiring Bible passages, or keeping a gratitude journal, are like bricks that build your new reality. The chosen ones know that the call of 2112 is not ordinary. It's like a subtle yet persistent voice saying, it's time to change. It's time to awaken. And if you're hearing this now, perhaps this is the confirmation you've been waiting for. Visualize your life after this spiritual transformation. A lighter mind, a peaceful heart, and a path fully aligned with your divine purpose. What comes next is not for everyone, but only for those who have the courage to cross this portal. And you, are you ready for what's to come? Spiritual portals are unique moments, like windows opening to a new reality. They do not remain open forever. Imagine standing before a shining golden door, hesitating too long until it closes. This is the very essence of the 2112 portal. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that demands your attention now. If you ignore it, you risk being trapped in old patterns, while those who cross through will move ahead, living with purpose and abundance. How many times have you felt a chance knock on your door, only to let it slip away? Perhaps it was an intuition telling you to move to a new city, start a new job, or cut ties with something that was holding you back. These are divine signals, small clues from the universe telling you, it's time to awaken. Not acting means choosing to stand still while time and opportunities move forward. It's like watching a train leave without you. Spiritual preparation for crossing these portals begins with the decision to be present and conscious. Wanting it is not enough, you must prepare. Start with small but impactful actions. Reserve 15 minutes daily to meditate and connect with your inner voice. Eliminate toxic distractions like purposeless social media or negative news. Practice silence at least once a week, away from noise and chaos. When you align yourself with what truly matters, the portals become visible. Those who practice this connection begin to see opportunities where others see only problems. Remember, the chosen ones are not the most intelligent or lucky, they are the most attentive and prepared. They are like archers ready to release their arrow at the perfect moment. And here's the most critical detail. Missing this portal could cost you years of spiritual stagnation. Opportunities like this are like diamonds, rare and priceless. The question is simple: will you cross through, or will you keep waiting for something to change on its own? The portal is open, but it won't stay that way for long. And what comes after, my friend, will be even more magnificent. We are living through a historic moment where humanity is being called to take a leap in consciousness. What once seemed invisible or impossible is now within reach, but only for those willing to awaken. This awakening is a realignment with your true essence, with your divine purpose. The date 2112 is a clear symbol. The old is dissolving and a new reality is emerging. And guess what? It demands a new version of you. This awakening is not something that happens overnight. It's a process like climbing a mountain. At first, you may feel tired, lost, questioning whether it's worth it. But when you reach the top and see the view, elevated consciousness and peace of mind, you realize that every effort was worth it. That's how it works. Every negative thought you release, every habit you transform brings you closer to this new spiritual reality. Want a practical example? Think of someone who spent years feeling like a victim of their circumstances. One day they decide to stop, reflect, and take small actions. They start reading inspirational books like The Power of Now, or even the Psalms, which are balm for the soul. They replace complaints with gratitude, addictions with healthy habits, and slowly they realize their reality has changed. What happened? They awakened to the life that had always been there, waiting for them. But not everyone sees this opportunity. Many remain trapped in old patterns, believing that it's always been this way and nothing can change. These are the people who choose the comfort of stagnation over the discomfort of growth. But the chosen ones, those who hear the divine call, understand that this is the moment to act. They accept temporary discomfort because they know the reward is extraordinary. A life where you don't just exist but truly live with purpose, abundance, and peace. Here's the most important truth. This new reality is available, but it won't come to you. You must go to it. And if you are hearing this now, know that this message did not reach you by accident. The question is, are you ready to awaken, or will you continue to sleep while the world moves forward? Because what comes next requires you to be more prepared than ever before. Transformation without action is just an illusion. The date 2112 is not an automatic gift for those who sit back with their arms crossed. It requires spiritual preparation and conscious movement. Imagine being invited to a grand celebration but arriving unprepared, without the right attire, without knowing what to bring. The opportunity is there, but without preparation, it slips through your fingers. The chosen ones understand that the spiritual portal opens only for those who are ready. To prepare means to take control of your life and start acting in harmony with divine signs. You know that intuition you keep ignoring? Or that constant discomfort telling you that something needs to change? These are calls. If you don't listen, they return with greater intensity, in the form of repeating problems, toxic relationships that linger, or an unshakable emptiness in your heart. But the truth is, acting doesn't have to be complicated. Start with the basics. Organize your mind and space. A cluttered home reflects a soul in disarray. Clean and arrange your physical life to free up space in your spiritual life. Invest in silence. Just 10 minutes of meditation can clear doubts and open paths you never imagined. Practice daily forgiveness. Letting go of resentment is like releasing anchors that hold you to the past. Remember, the chosen ones are not those who know everything, but those who have the courage to act, even without absolute certainty. Faith is like a muscle. It only grows with practice. If you feel the need to change something in your life, start today. Perhaps it's setting aside time daily for prayer, reading something that nourishes your soul, or helping someone without expecting anything in return. These small actions build the road to profound spiritual transformation. On the other hand, ignoring the need for action comes at a high price. Lost opportunities don't return. The date 2112 is like a train nearing its final stations. Those who don't board now may find themselves trapped in old patterns, watching from a distance as others move forward. The portal closes for the inattentive and hesitant, but for the prepared, it becomes the gateway to a new reality of abundance, peace, and purpose. The question remains, are you preparing or are you just waiting? Because in this moment, waiting means losing. Ignoring the divine call may seem harmless in the moment, but the consequences are profound and inevitable. When the date 2112 passes, it will take with it the portal that is now opening. Missing this opportunity is like watching a ship sail away without you. It means repeating the same cycles, living on autopilot, trapped in the old patterns you know all too well: frustration, emptiness, and stagnation. Is that really how you want to live? What happens when we ignore divine signs? The answer is simple: life moves in circles. Problems repeat, doors remain closed, and the feeling of "I'm just spinning my wheels" never goes away. It's like being stuck on a wheel that turns but goes nowhere. Think about someone who had an incredible opportunity to change their life. A job, a trip, a relationship, but let it slip by due to fear or insecurity. Sometime later, that person looks back and wonders, why didn't I do something? That regret becomes a heavy burden to carry. The spiritual consequences are even more serious. Ignoring the call means ignoring your divine purpose, and when that happens, life loses its meaning. That sacred connection to something greater, to God, to the universe, to your own soul, begins to weaken. It's like turning off a lighthouse in the middle of the darkness. Without that light, you are at the mercy of chance, lost and directionless. The chosen ones, however, understand that hearing the call is the first step toward transforming their lives into something greater. They know that these portals of opportunity are rare and must not be ignored. If you're here listening to this now, understand that it is no accident. This message may be the sign you've been waiting for. It doesn't matter how many times you've stumbled or failed in the past. The spiritual portal of 2112 is a new chance to rewrite your story. But ignoring this call now means that one day you may look back, filled with regret, wondering what could have been. So ask yourself, what am I waiting for? Am I ready to be one of the chosen, or will I let this chance slip away? The truth is simple: time does not wait. The portal is open, but it will not stay open forever. The choice is yours. What you decide right now will determine where you will stand in the next spiritual cycles. What comes next is not just a message, it's a warning. Are you listening, or will you continue to ignore it? This is the most important moment of everything we've discussed so far. The date 2112 is not just a prediction or a distant idea. It is the culmination of a cycle that is about to close and the key to a new beginning, but only for those who are ready. If you're hearing this now, understand, this is no coincidence. It is a direct call for you to make a decision today, not tomorrow, not later. Close your eyes for a moment and visualize. You are standing before a grand door, golden and radiant. Behind it lies a life of purpose, abundance, and inner peace. But the door will not open on its own. It demands something of you. It demands courage to let go of what no longer serves you, action to take the first step, and faith to trust what lies ahead. Now think, are you truly ready to leave behind the old patterns and embrace the life that has been called to you? Because here's the harshest and most liberating truth: not everyone will cross this portal. Many will hear the call but choose to ignore it. They will cling to the comfort of a limited life instead of embracing the freedom of a new reality. They will hold on to their excuses, their fears, and their insecurities. And this rare opportunity for transformation will simply pass them by. Do you want to look back and say, I could have acted, but I did nothing? You are here listening to this because something within you knows that the time has come. This is your moment to awaken. It doesn't matter how many times you've failed before, or what you've lost in the past. Spiritual preparation begins now. Let go of the old, listen to the signs, make the decision, and step through the portal. Because what awaits you on the other side is greater than you could ever imagine. A life aligned with divine purpose, overflowing with abundance and meaning. So ask yourself, will I ignore this call, or will I be one of the chosen? The 2112 portal is closing, and this may be your last chance. The choice is yours, and it will define everything. The date 2112 is more than a symbol. It is a warning, a call, and the decision you make now can define the course of your spiritual journey forever. The spiritual portal is open, but it will not wait for you. This is a unique opportunity, and the price of ignoring it is to remain trapped in the cycles you already know: stagnation, frustration, and the feeling that life is slipping by without meaning. So now I ask you, what will you do with this call? Will you act, or will you keep letting fear and excuses control your life? Remember, the chosen ones are not the strongest or the wisest. They are the ones who hear the call and act. They understand that the time for waiting is over. The moment to act is now. Stop and reflect. What is holding you back from crossing this portal? Old patterns? Fears? Weakening habits? If you don't change now, when will you? Begin with small daily actions. Pray, meditate, connect with your purpose, silence your mind, and listen to the divine signs surrounding you. The end of this cycle can be the beginning of the life you've always desired, but that depends on you. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you ready to cross the 2112 portal? If you feel that you are, write in the comments, "I am ready." And if this message has touched your soul, share this video with someone who needs to hear this call. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications bell, because together, we will continue this journey of deep spiritual transformation. The portal is open. The choice is yours. Are you ready to take the next step?